Hey guys, what's up? You're in my world. Thank God. Thank God you're in my world. I couldn't do it without you guys. Look what we're doing here. We're putting in more pineapple. Yes, we are. Steve-O's going to change things up. Yeah, I'm going to change things up. Got on the scale 2 weeks ago. I was 200. Ready for this guy? I was 220 pounds. Really? I'm only 5'10". And you're probably thinking, Steve, I didn't know they could stack that stuff that high without falling over. Yeah, dookie, that's what I was talking about, stacking up dookie. We're changing things up. We're going back to my old stuff here that I did years ago. And this tree right here, you see this tree here? You see this tree here? Look at that thing. Look at this thing here. Let's just pull off some of this. Very unique. This is moringa. Moringa. One of God's greatest gifts to mankind. Yes, it is. So, what am I going to do? I'll take you in the utility room here in a second, show you what I'm doing. We're going to start ingesting moringa capsules. I'm going to try it for a while. I'm going to do like two in the morning and 2 in the evening. Oh, look at here. I'll be darned. Look at here, guys. I didn't know this popped up in here. I didn't even know I planted that. Maybe the squirrels planted it. That's candelabra. Huh. I'll be darned. I've got to chop this thing down. I got to get this thing way down to where I can harvest the fruit in the spring. Not that I'm much of a fruit eater at all. But, yeah, I got quite a bit of pineapple in here. This could take a lot more pineapple. The more pineapple, the better. I'm not that big a fruit eater, but we can trade for it. Yeah, we can trade things for it. Yeah. There's a lot of women out there, guys, that like pineapple. You know, so what we could do maybe is trade. Take our fruit and trade for something. Because a lot of women like pineapple, right? You know, we could set up a trade deal. Oh, you're thinking dirty now. I know you. I know how you guys think. You're thinking dirty right now. Shame on you. Shame on you. So anyway, moringa, we're going to do capsules. Double-aught capsules. Get them online. Amazon. Get a crap load of them for little or nothing. You can buy beef or the veggie gels, whatever. I get either one. A lot of times I just get beef gelatin capsules. Double-aught. Get a double-aught. That's the big fatty. Get them. Yeah. So our pineapple farming's coming along, and Steve's on a new kick. When he hit that scale and saw it was over 215 or some crazy number, I said, and I was noticed when I bent over whatever and doing squatting, whatever, trying to squat, my legs are just about shot. And they say as we age, the dying process starts with the legs. And I believe that statement. I definitely believe that statement right there, because I've been getting weak in the legs. Of course, the gym, I've been doing squat machines and this and that, trying to get the thighs strengthened. So anyway, yeah, Been working on that, but still, I'm finding there's a little girl on YouTube. Her channel is Moves Methods. Check her out. She's got like a, I don't know if she's Australian. She's got like an Australian accent. And check her out. She's really got a good channel there, and teaches you the importance of squatting. That's right, simple thing like squatting. I can't just go down, stand here, and go into a squat. No, I can't do that. It ain't gonna happen. But what I've been doing is grabbing the sink, kitchen sink, get a handle on that, and then go into a squat. And just let those knees and hips and everything open up. My knees are so tight, guys, it's ridiculous. And it just comes from just doing nothingness. You know, our bodies are made to work. That's how we're designed. We're hunter-gatherers is what we are. Whether any, you know, there's a lot of these I call them fruitcake vegetarians. They're just fruitcakes. Most of them are real candy asses. They don't know if their asses are punched or bored, half of them. No. You talk to them, they're liberals. They're just slap-ass goofy. You talk to these people, oh, hunting's bad, this and that's bad, bad, bad. Meat, consuming fatty red meat, oh, that's bad, that'll give you a heart attack. Let me tell you something, guys, they've been pushing that false narrative forever, for 50 plus years. 50 plus years. These lefty nut jobs have been, and they're all tied in with big pharma. They want us fat and sick, okay? And if you look around, that's what we got. Everybody is fat and sick. Well, Steve-O's, he's over it. I'm over it. So, yeah, we're over that. So, Steve-O, I've lost about 11 pounds so far. My goal is to hit 175. I think I'll do really well at 175. The doctor would tell me, oh no, you can't, no, not your size, you can't do that. Yeah, bull crap. I can too. And that's what we're gonna do. And all I gotta do is eat fatty red meat. That's it. Yeah. I'm drinking green tea. Now, something I'm putting in the green tea, I'm putting a little magic in there. Let me show you my magic. Yeah, you need to see my magic. All right, guys, excuse the dryer noise. Miss Daisy's drying. She's running the load in here. But here's what I got going. I got a little fan here. I got some moringa on a string hanging off this door here. This will be ready to harvest tomorrow. It's a small amount. And what I'll do is put this, I'll get a big pot. And slip this stuff inside of a big pot. I'll go outside, because you just touch this stuff and it'll start falling apart. It's right, it gets real crunchy. That's what you want. You want this stuff dried out, because if you put it in pill form, what we're going to do is strip all the leaves, and then I put it in a coffee grinder, and that's how I put it in powder. And we'll get a bowl of that and start loading up our capsules. It's pretty simple to do, but this is a small batch. Normally I have a big, I'll have like a 3 foot across thing here hanging, and you just put a small fan on and let her blow. Here's something I'm putting in my tea, my green tea. Check this out. I gotta get some more honey. That is organic raw honey in there. And you just put a bunch of, my jar's a little sticky here. You put a bunch of garlic in there. I'm gonna get another bag of garlic and bring it up to here. And I'm going to top this jar out with honey, raw honey. And every day you burp the lid, it'll start building pressure in this thing because you're starting to ferment this garlic. And the longer you leave the garlic in, I can't really eat that much garlic because Miss Daisy said she's going to make me sleep in another bed. She said, your garlic breath's killing me, bro. You're not going to sleep with me with that. I said, you could go in the other bedroom. No, this is my bedroom, she says. I allow you to be here. But if you're eating more garlic, you won't be here. Guys, I get no respect, you know? But I have to follow the rules. Let's face it, guys, women are smarter than men, you know? They know what they want. And so we must grant all their wishes, you know? So, but what I do, so I don't chew up the garlic bulbs. What I do is just ferment them in honey. This honey right here, guys, is the medicine. All right, this raw honey that's infused with garlic, that is the medicine. And so I'll put a teaspoon or more, a little more, just give a little sweet to my green tea. And yeah, I'll drink a cup or two of that a day. I was drinking decaf, but it just, I need that little hit of caffeine. So I've been going back to regular green tea. Here's something I'm collecting right here. This is tallow. Now this tallow right here is probably way too green yet, but this is an experiment. I've talked to Wendy the witch next door over here, and she said, I'm getting some sprouts over here, some pups. And I said, great, save them pups for me. She said, they're yours. So she's saying November, December, dig them up. Or just before the summer hell heat, dig them up and transplant them. So I'll put them in pots. I raised some of these years ago, and I had property. I had 3 acres up in Crystal River. I've since sold it. I got out of there. Didn't make a dime on it, but I got my money back anyway. I planted them all around the fence line, and they ought to be 40 feet in the air. That whole area is probably saturated with tallow trees now. And I did it for the simple fact I wanted a honey crop. This tallow is an excellent honey crop, but it's an invasive tree for Florida, and Florida ag hates it. They don't like it. It's kind of like Brazilian pepper to them. They don't like it. But it's all up in North Florida, up by Mississippi, all along the coast there. I don't know. They say it crowds out the natural species, so that's why they don't like it. But anyway, yeah, it's just a quick video to show you what Steve-O's doing, and I'm changing it up, changing my lifestyle, getting the weight down. I want to go to 175. I'm eating zero carbs, zero, no bread, no nothing. I go to these restaurants with Miss Daisy. She's sampling this carb, that carb. Here, have some of this, have some. No, thank you. No, thank you, Miss Daisy. Steve-O's got a new plan going. So we're gonna get that weight down. Let's get to 175. Let's see how Steve-O feels and looks and all that. Because you know I'm gonna look pretty, you know? You gotta look pretty if you're gonna be a beekeeper, because bees recognize faces. Let's face it. Isn't that something? Let's face it, the bees know faces. I'll be darned. Isn't that tied in nicely? Yeah. So, they like me now, but can you imagine once I get prettier, how much they're gonna like me? Right. So that's the plan. We're gonna get in shape. We're gonna get to proper weight. We're gonna get to proper nutrition. We're gonna start taking some of God's magic medicine from nature. Okay, stay with me. Stay with me on this journey. We want to eliminate what? Being overweight, which brings on what? Diabetes, cancer, gut issues, you name it. It comes with a standard American diet, okay? We don't want any of that stupid that Big Pharma wants to ingest. We don't want any of that because they're corrupt to the core and they want to control us. They're left-wing. I don't want any left-wing crazy person telling me how to run my life. No. We're going to tell them what's happening. We're going to sit back and watch them get sick, okay? Because that's what they're doing. They're getting sick. They're sick puppies here, right here. They're real sick puppies up here. But if they would adopt, get rid of the standard American diet, which is laden with sugar, processed everything, crazy, poison, if they'd get rid of that, they would clean this up and stop thinking crazy thoughts. Isn't this so cool that Obama finally is getting his titty caught in the ringer? We knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. I knew that guy was full of shiz at the very first time he was running for president. I knew it, I knew it, I knew it, and now it's coming full circle, and all of his corruption and crimes and the entire mess that he's created is coming back to bite his ass. I love it. I just love it. Let's just hope he thinks he's immune to all this stuff, guys, to any criminal action. Right. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes, guys, and I will see how you are going, and then you can see how I'm going in the very near future to get our act together, totally, physically and mentally, and create a super bee. We need to create a super bee for our bee world, so that we can keep these bees getting it on. I want you guys to keep getting it on. Stay with me. We're gonna get it on, get strong, and keep on getting it. All right, see you soon. Steve-O loves you. Bye-bye.